A couple of gifts from my mom and my grandma. She sent her some Christmas gifts. So trying to get a tree. Baby E's down here chilling while Dad is about to make a video. Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling like I'm dot penning with Pac lenses. Got that dealer swing in a drop top chillin' with cold winners and mixed trenches with hot wings from Ross business.
What's good, y'all? Back with another video. We starting off super informal. We're gonna get to the actual video very soon. But I want to talk about my plant that is, I don't know, like it seems to be thriving over here, but this little leaf right here, I don't know. And I also learned that I need to mist it. I know that there's no windows here, so I do move the plant. Plant is majority of the time near a window that gets plenty sunlight. So I don't know, when I went out of town, I did forget to water that joint, especially when I came back. So, but I learned that, I bought this bottle, I learned that I need to spray the leaves, like kind of mist the leaves. So, I've been doing that. This one just looks like it just don't want to be here no more. I don't know. But, I'm gonna start doing this. This is my first plant. So, just see what happens. I'm trying a new setup today. Y'all will see. I got the mic in front of me. Right now I'm talking on the camera's mic, but I will make the switch. So now we are on the microphone here. I'm just trying to feel the vibe out to see, you know, if I like the aesthetic of the mic in front of me, or last video I had it above me where y'all couldn't see it. So I don't know, we working it out, figuring out the plant here, figuring out the mic, the setup, but I'm happy to bring y'all along with my journey as I get the studio right. And I don't really get to spend much time in here. I feel like I'm always gone, but I guess when I do spend time in the studio, it feels really good, you know, because it's not somewhere I'm constantly locked into. So hopefully I have those seasons where I'm in here dang near 24/7, feels like. But right now it's been a nice balance. So, but anyway, to the point of this video, I wanted to share with y'all 8 concepts, things, lessons that I've learned because my daughter just turned 8 months. So I am super excited. She is growing. We've recently done some sleep training. We have, let me move this over. Bottom teeth are in. She is eating a lot. We are kind of like half like pureed food, and then the other half we're doing bottles. So she's in her own room, in her own crib. So she's doing really good. But I wanted to just share for the fathers out there or the new parents out there, just 8 things that I've learned. So let's get to it. First thing I've learned is patience. I think this is pretty obvious. You hear this a lot when you have a baby. They say you're going to need to have a ton of patience, and not just patience in the sense of like being patient with her, but more being patient with myself as I have to learn things and as I have to get accustomed to what she's going through, her experiences. So it's a different type of patience. Of course, it's like the traditional patience of, you know what I mean, waiting on her to finish her bottle, waiting on her to finish crying, you know what I mean, being around to see what's wrong. Is there anything wrong? So it's that patience, but also having a patience with yourself, having a patience with your spouse who's also learning, and it is a new process for. So patience. Number 2, firmness. Now this is tough for me because I consider myself a pretty like direct and firm person when it comes to just conversation and just getting things done, but it's really tough to be firm with my daughter, and I know it's necessary and it's needed, especially as she develops a little bit of personality. She's able to kind of like, if you want to try to give her a bottle, she's able to push it away and kind of show a little attitude, a little aggression. So just having that firmness, you know what I mean, when something is needed to be done, as far as her sticking to a routine or bedtime, or her, you know, staying away from something, having that firmness. And that was tough for me because, you know, my daughter, she's so cute. She's a beautiful little girl. The tendency is to just give her whatever she wants and kind of just let everything slide. But, you know, I've been practicing firmness and, you know, setting the tone, the tempo in the house for her, developing a routine of being able to put my foot down, in a sense, obviously in a respectful way, obviously in a loving way. But when things need to be done, or when she needs to go to bed, or whatever the case may be, she needs to know that I'm being serious. So starting with like no, like telling her no, like, hey, we not doing this. And just developing these habits. Obviously, she can't really quite understand, but it's important for us parents to start now so that we're in the habit. So when she does understand, we've been already doing it for the last 6 months. Next is be available, stay available. And this has been huge for me. And when I say available, I just mean like available for time, available to love, energy, having energy available, just kind of being open to what she is needing. You know, your baby will be a lot. So just making sure you're available, making sure you're emotionally available, physically available, all of these things. Make sure that I have the capacity to be able to tend to my daughter, to be able to spend time with her. And it requires you to get really disciplined, really get your schedule together, get you together, and really figure out the blocks that you're going to work, the blocks that you're going to get a workout in, that you're going to eat, get down to the nitty gritty about how you're spending your time so that you can make sure that you're available. And I had to go through this change of being available, stay available with my wife once I got married, because when you're single, you got this set of energy and you're able to just kind of blow it. And then when you get home, that's cool, go to bed. It's really not the same when you get married, because now you have a spouse that you need to tend to, that you need to cater to, that you need to serve. So you start to shift things in your day. You start to shift your mindset about things, where you spend your time, so that you can make sure that you're available and you stay available for your spouse. Next, we have consistency. Y'all hear me talk about this a lot on the channel, but just being consistent. You know, there's a bunch of different ways and things that you can be consistent on, but just the general concept of just being consistent with what you're doing, how you're doing, how you're loving, how you're leading your household, just being consistent, because your little one is watching. She's watching, or he is watching. They may not be able to quite understand now, but it's about building a habit as adults, so that as they get older, it's something that they're accustomed to. Because it's really hard. Like, I'm learning, I'm in the process, but I can imagine it's really hard to try to start something when your little one is 1 or 2 years old. So I think it's important that we start now. So all of the things that I want my daughter to be accustomed to and things like that, I'm doing it now. Even if she can't understand, even if she is just completely oblivious to whatever I'm doing or saying, but I'm starting now for me so that I can be in the habit. So just being consistent with everything. Next, we have sacrifice. Man, she's taught me how to sacrifice sleep, time away from work, just alone time. It's a lot of sacrifice. And I kind of broke this when I got married, and I kind of put myself in a frame of mind of just like, this requires sacrifice in a ton of different ways. So just be ready. And I've been applying that same mindset to my daughter. And it kind of all ties into just to be available, stay available, just making sure you have the capacity to be able to sacrifice, because she is going to require a lot. Next, we have service. So sacrifice and service kind of go hand in hand. Be ready to serve, and not just your little one, but your spouse or anybody in the household who is helping you tend to your little one. Man, be ready to serve. I've been challenging myself and making sure that when I wake up, that my heart is in a place of just service. The moment that I switch and I am looking to be served, then I now take away from the dynamic of the house, because the little one, she is going to require to be like, she needs to be served. That's just the reality of it. So if we have another person in the house that is requiring to be served, somebody's getting drained. It's just catching it when you notice it and just switching your heart from, hey, I need to be served, to, look, let me serve. How can I serve my wife? How can I serve my little one? How can I serve grandparents? How can I serve the house? Whatever the case may be, just staying in a place of service and keeping your heart there. Next, we have building for the future. She has really helped me switch my frame of thinking, just as far as what my future looks like, where I am going to make my money, how I'm going to make my money, etc., etc. As I get older and I get around more dads and things like that, and I'm just starting to see how your little ones age. They're going to want to do sports. They're going to want to participate in all kinds of activities. It's really got me thinking about, like, man, okay, what do I have to do now to be able to afford all those things, one, and not just afford them financially, but my time. Like, how can I afford the time to be available to take her to school, to take her to all these activities, to show up and support her and be a supportive figure for her, without being taken away by work and things like that. So being able to really afford to be there for her. So now that she is approaching 1 year old, it's really got me being very intentional about the next 4 years. So when she's 5, I need to make sure that my family and I are in a position to be able to have a lifestyle and be financially ready to be able to really be there for her and not be so caught up in making money or, trying to find a home and things like that, or build credit, or, all the things that we can be good stewards of now. Let's take care of it now, so that when our daughter is 5, 6, 7, as she grows up, we can be available for her. So, legacy, building for the future. And last, man, she just taught me to love hard. And I'm loving hard. I'm gonna love her. I'm gonna love her until I can't love her no more. Like, I am going to love this little girl. I really want to pour into her, and I just want to be just a figure that she can call on, that she can look to, that she can respect, and also that she can have as a model for when she gets married and when she starts to date. She can have this model figure in her dad to say, okay, this is what a good, consistent man looks like. This is what a disciplined man looks like. This is what love looks like. So let me use this as a blueprint, as a model, so when I'm out, I have a standard. And that's all I desire to do for my daughter, is just to create a standard for her. And us fathers, we are going to set a standard regardless of whether we're trying to or not. Some standards are low, some standards are high, but we're going to set a standard. So be intentional about the standard that you're setting. And that is it, man. I appreciate y'all for just tapping in. We had a little vlog / just 8 things I've learned from my daughter's 8 months. So hopefully I enjoyed these types of videos. I am fighting to stay consistent. 2023 is coming up, so I'm planning a lot of things. Y'all see I'm building the studio, investing in the studio, so it's just gonna be fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope that I'm helping y'all out there as the community grows. So let's just stay locked in. So I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Rob. I'm out.
Wake up in the morning, see my shorty looking right, yeah. Money calling, I be stressed, it text me all the time. Yeah, faded sunlight, yeah, might just catch a flight. Yeah, look up to the heavens like, God damn it, I've been doing something right.